Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective oracle for today, Thursday, June 27th, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the talk, or the tube, or not. Totally up to you. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. That was a pretty good whistler. If some of it fits, fabulous. If some of it does not, leave it on the table for someone else. Do not take on energy you do not need to take on. We've got the Hidden Truth Oracle from All Things Intuitive. Their website, Amazon, Etsy. You can pretty much get it anywhere. Cosmic Timing Oracle, Amazon. And then Twisted Oracle, Twin Flames Exposed. You can scratch the twin flames. It's not just about twin flames. And you can get this at their Etsy shop, the Twisted Oracle. All right. Okay. Ooh, that was a sneeze, a fake sneeze. I hope everybody had an awesome day. It's the neighbors playing under their pergola. Okay, that's interesting. We got 5 cards on the table. I'm going to do a couple more shuffles here. It's actually a really nice day today and cooler. Not so hot and humid. But of course, you know, I was stuck at work, so. But I sat out on my patio when I got home and enjoyed the nice weather. Which is a bonus. Oh, okay. I guess that was meant to be. And we'll be that. Mm-hmm. 8 cards on the table. We're going to do one more shuffle here. A big shuffle. Yeah, I know we're going for another one because what was that? Like, I really thought cards were going to come out. Nothing came out. Ugh. I hate it. Okay. All right. So we got, sorry, we got 11 cards on the table. Telepathic communication. True colors. Too late. Shocking news. Mixed signals. Justice. Options. Two-faced. Fucked up over you. Sorry. Divine masculine. And self-love. Children's laughter, if you can hear that. So somebody might be trying to send you some type of telepathic communication. If you believe in like the 5D, like maybe, you know, someone is trying to send you a message there. With the true colors, so the 5D, 3D, like, yeah, I believe in it, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, I think if there's any time that you're going to be in the 5D, it's going to be, like, sleep or death, is my opinion. That's just my opinion. Because you're here on Earth as a human. You're in the 3D. That's what, you know, you're here. Do I believe in telepathic communication? Yes. I do. With the True Colors card, this person might have been trying to get a message to you about who they really are, what's been going on with them. You guys fell out with each other. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates, but this was some type of sexual relationship. With the options card. Whether you receive this communication or not, you feel like it's too late. Whatever this divine, quote-unquote divine masculine is trying to send your way, you think it's too late. This divine masculine's fucked up over you too. Over the situation. They find this with the shocking news card, they find this shocking. They feel like you were giving out mixed signals. Now, that could be you were giving out mixed signals like when you guys were in a relationship together. You could have been giving out mixed signals after the fact, like if you had mutual friends or family, or if they were watching you on social media, they might have thought, oh, this person really does care about me. And then the next day you say something and they're like, oh, maybe this person hates me. You know, like they felt like there was some kind of miscommunication. For some of you, it might have been both. It might have been mixed communication in the relationship and after. For those of you that they thought there was mixed communication after, I mean, that's just, I don't want to say it's none of their business, but it's like people heal and people go through things when they're healing. So just for an example, I'm just going to throw it out there as an example. So like let's say I break up with somebody, and after the breakup I'm in my feelings, like this was the person I wanted, this was the person I was in love with, this was the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with. And even though it didn't happen after the breakup, like there's still some thought that maybe it will happen, and I hold on to some hope, and then maybe months, maybe a year, maybe more than a year later, I have different feelings about it. Like I don't want this person back. This person isn't good enough for me. I realize my value. I recognize my worth. And this person is not it. They're just not it. This person is looking at things like that as a mixed signal. Even though really, if you just go within and you look, like you're going to recognize like people have every right to feel how they feel at any given moment. And feelings change. Feelings change with growth. For you, this was justice. Letting this person go, moving on, being able to say, no, I don't want you anymore. No matter the circumstances, it doesn't matter. You made a mistake. I think it was Marge on The Simpsons where she tells Homer, you made your smelly bed, so lie in it. I think that was The Simpsons. I was just hearing that as I said this was your justice. This divine masculine had options. Had options the whole time. You probably weren't the only one they were seeing. This divine masculine was two-faced. He put on a show for you. Again, you can take how it resonates, masculine, feminine. It says masculine, so I'm gonna say masculine. They were two-faced. They put on a show for you, they put on a show for someone else. That's not who they really were. I feel like with the too late and the justice, like you're busy, you're loving yourself, you're doing your own thing. I think to you, like this doesn't even... It's like not even a blip on your radar, I know that I crossed the line with you. My cat's crying at the door. I left when I saw you with someone. This person might have seen you before out and about with friends or whatever. Maybe you're even dating. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I mean, forgiveness is... that's up to you. Depending on your situation and what happened. I know, bottom of the deck, I know I was a distraction from your pain. I'm not saying that this statement couldn't be like a real, like maybe you were in pain and somebody distracted you and made you happy again. But it just sounds very... I don't want to say narcissistic. It's almost like somebody trying to diminish what you guys had in a relationship, or what you thought that you had in a relationship. Like not even allowing you to have your own thoughts and feelings, basically, is what I get from it. That's why that card annoys me so much. see if this person wants to swing back around. I think too that if this person were to reach out to you or you were to receive this telepathic communication and you would tell them to bug off, you would tell them it was too late, they'd be like, "What?" Like they'd be offended. Like, "What do you mean it's too late?" Like it's never too late for your divine masculine to come back. Okay, you guys know how I feel about divine masculine. Like, if you were in a relationship, let's say you're a woman and you're in a relationship with a man, and you break up because you found out that this man was two-faced and had options, that they were seeing other women behind your back, that they were seeing you behind other women's backs. That's not a divine masculine. Not anywhere near. No. Absolutely not. And that's not to say that he couldn't one day be, if he were to change, if he were to start a healing journey. Sure, he could change, he could grow, he could become a divine masculine. He could have been one before and he fell. Like his status was lowered. That's just, it's not emperor behavior, it's not divine behavior. It's just not good human behavior to do that to people. And I'm being compelled to be honest with you guys. Like, honestly, like, we've all been there. We've all done some pretty not great things in our lives. Before my ex-husband and before I even told him that I wanted to separate, that I wanted to get a divorce, I was already talking to men online. I actually really regret that. Like, that was horrible of me to do to him. Like, you don't know how much I regret that. Because he had a similar situation with his ex-wife, his first ex-wife. And he told me when we first got together, and I was like, who would do that to someone? And then I did it to him. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's very hard to turn that around and look at yourself and be like, okay, why did you do this? How are you going to correct it so that you never do this to someone ever again? We've all been in not so divine behavior. It's just a matter of recognizing the difference. First card to fall out in the spring. Are they mowing the lawn or are they cutting down a tree? I don't know. It's like after 8 o'clock at night. In September. Bottom of the deck within a year. Okay, you guys know how I feel about that. You take your situation how it resonates. You guys know how I feel. If this person, if you haven't talked to this person in 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and they're gonna come back in a year, I mean, what is there really to say at that point? For some of you, when you broke up with this individual and you found out they had options and they were two-faced, I don't know how. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's do that. There, maybe that's a little bit better. Um, I don't know how you found out. I don't know if they told you. I don't know if you walked in on something. I don't know if you read something on a phone. I don't know. But I feel like for a few of you, for some of you, this person almost like offered it up on a silver platter, like, hey, I got options and I've been seeing those options. So if you don't treat me right, I'm just going to go to one of my options. Almost like they were trying to make you jealous. And they might have done this, for some of you, they might have done this with all of their options. Like pitting all the options against each other. Like to the point where you might have heard from one of them, talked to one of them. They might have had some gossip for you, like about this person talking about you and maybe talking about them to someone else. You know what I mean? Like just a lot of poor excuse for a human like behavior, honestly. And I don't really, I guess I just don't get it because there are plenty of people out there nowadays there are plenty. I don't want people to get the wrong idea because I'm not coming for you. Let me say this. There are plenty of people out there nowadays that live low vibrational lifestyles. Like you don't have to get with someone that you know wants marriage and family and the picket fence. You can find someone out there that just wants to hook up, that just wants a friends with benefits, that just wants a casual. You can find people out there that want polyamorous, that want threesomes, you know, one night stands. You can find that. And I don't mean to be rude saying it's low vibrational. It is low vibrational. I've been there. A lot of us have been there. A lot of us have been in low vibrational type relationships where we ourselves have behaved in low vibrational manner, in a low vibrational manner. I've been there. I'm sure you've been there. I'm sure everybody's been there. But it is low vibrational. Eventually, you're going to get tired of living that type of lifestyle. It's very, in all honesty, you want me to be honest? It's very lonely. It tends to be very one-sided. It tends to be I don't know. There's another word I'm looking for. I can't think of it. They're just it's just constantly be in relationships with no future. Like don't you eventually want to settle down? Don't you eventually, even if you don't want to get married, even if you don't want a family, like don't you eventually want to settle in with someone and build a life together and grow old together? Like do you want to grow old alone? I mean, most people don't. Most people that do would tell you that they regret it. all I'm saying is it takes a very unhealed person to do something like that to another human being, almost to the point of being evil. Just, I posted a similar post earlier today on I think TikTok. Maybe on the tube. I don't think on the tube, but maybe. Oh, my blog. I think I put it on my blog. Yeah, it's just behavior that borders on evil, because it's one thing to not. It's one thing to be like in a relationship with two people. Like, you like this person, you like this other person, and you can't choose. Okay, fine. But it's another thing to deliberately just get into all these hookup relationships, make them feel bad about each other and pit them against each other and do weird things and like compete, and like, you're putting people into situations where they feel like the pressure and they feel like they don't have a choice, and it's just not nice. I'll never understand why humans do some of the things they do. And it's kind of funny because when I tell you guys that I was looking and talking to other men before I even told my ex-husband I wanted to separate and get a divorce, it's so stupid. Like, I was going to them for validation because the ex-husband never gave me any validation. He never told me I was beautiful. He never said that I was pretty or sexy or anything like that. And I was going to these men for that type of validation, when really the whole time, like, I should have just been feeling that way about myself. And the funny thing is like, looking back, like, even now looking back, like, I'm a big girl. Like, and I could lose some weight. And I've been on a weight loss journey for a while now. And I teeter totter back and forth. I do a lot of walking. I do my weightlifting now. I watch what I eat. I stopped drinking the booze, pretty much. I hardly ever drink. I don't do any hard drugs. Sometimes I take a gummy to sleep. Like, I do a lot of walking, honestly. But my whole life, no matter where I was, I never not didn't think that I was beautiful. Like, I've always pretty much liked myself. It's I've never ever looked in the mirror and been like, "Oh, I fucking hate you." Like, I don't remember a single time ever doing that. Like, I've always pretty much loved myself. So it's kind of funny to like look back on these things and realize, like, why did I even like do that? Like, why did I even get upset that the ex-husband didn't think I was beautiful or didn't say I was beautiful? Like, I knew I was beautiful the whole time. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't really necessarily excuse his lack of support, love, again, validation, because I always thought he was beautiful, inside and out. I told him that many, many times, and never got it in return. And it's not even that I don't think he thought that wasn't beautiful. I think he just didn't know how to say it or when to say it, or you know what I mean? Because even when I brought it up when we were talking about separating and divorcing, he tried to tell me like a couple weeks later, like, "Oh, you're beautiful," and I didn't say anything. And then he was like, "Oh, you're not gonna acknowledge that I even said it?" He's like, "Isn't that what you wanted?" And it's like, yes, but like, you just said it like out of nowhere for no reason. Like, there was no. It's like he was just trying to throw it in there to like make himself look good. That's how it felt to me, anyways. And again, like there's no context there. So I'm supposed to say thank you? Like you should have been telling me this all along, technically, if you really felt that way. But yeah, it's interesting to go back and look at your own human behavior, to look at those closest to you's human behavior. This two-faced person doesn't recognize that they have a problem, honestly. Because I don't know that I would call them narcissistic, but it's like they have a very narcissistic viewpoint, honestly. Also, for some of you, with the Justice card, I want to show it. For some of you, this person, is going to send telepathic communication that's never going to hit home. Like, you're never going to notice it. You're never going to feel it, see it, hear it. For some of you, they're also going to try and swing back around and try for a reconciliation or try something, and they're going to be denied access. Divinely. Like, it's divine. It's not even like that you have your phone turned off, not even that you're not at home. It's just not going to happen. Something's going to get in the way and it's not going to happen, or God's going to make sure like it's not going to happen. And when it doesn't happen, part of that justice is this person's going to go crazy. And I'm not trying to be offensive by saying that. Like, this person is going to lose their shit. Because, like, at some point, like, they just realize, like they want to come to you, they want to talk to you, they want to clear the air, and they're not going to be able to, and they are not going to understand why. For some of you, if this is the case, this person is going to understand why like years later. Like one of those things where like they go to bed at night and they wake up in the middle of the night like you know like like when you think you forgot to turn something off, but instead this person's going to be like, "Oh my god, that's why I couldn't get in touch with this person. Like God didn't want me to, or something was in the way." Like they're going to realize it like years later. For some of you too, that part of that justice is them thinking that you're giving out mixed signals is because they gave you mixed signals. With all those options and the two-facedness. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. Because that's what I got. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their evening. I don't know that I'll do an affirmations in the morning. I might not. But I will be back on for reads tomorrow night. And maybe later if it's still nice out. I don't know. I hope everybody has a good night. Bye.